Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your January 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aries and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently single, perhaps you're partnered up, maybe you're going through a challenging situation with someone close to your heart, we will dive into it all. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links, Aries, in the description box below. All right, so in the position here of the recent past, we do have love yourself first. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So regardless of your relationship status, this is about self-love. It is about you focusing on the beautiful things that your heart holds within. This is about unconditional love as well. Loving yourself through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Understanding that you are worthy of love, Aries. Some of you have really been put through the ringer in a specific relationship or many relationships. Do know that this is more than just romantic love. This could be for your family. This could be your children, your parents, your siblings. It could be your friendships as well. So you've learned a great deal of powerful lessons in the past. And I feel that you are bringing all of those lessons together. And as you move forward in 2023, I feel like you're opening your heart chakra up to love. So if you are in a relationship, I feel like you're respecting yourself, you're respecting your boundaries, and it's going to strengthen the relationship if that is what you are looking for. Now, some of you, it's going to have the opposite effect. If you are going through a challenging situation with someone close to your heart and you start to set healthy boundaries for yourself, what's happening is you are raising your vibrations because you're coming into more self-love, where you might find that the relationships that you were involved in prior may start to fall away. They may start to separate themselves from you. And it doesn't mean that, there's anything bad or wrong with the union. It just means that you're evolving, and someone may not be evolving as quickly as you. And that is completely up to you, whether you want to walk in a new direction or you want to wait for them to kind of catch up here. Now, in the present energy, we do have make the effort. Now, I feel that a lot of you have reached out to maybe a family member, someone that you've had a falling out with, or if you were in a relationship, I feel it's important for you to reignite that spark. If you truly love this person that you are with and you want to make amends. Now, I am sensing that there could have been some arguments or some conflict. It may have not been a full-blown separation or divorce. Some of you, absolutely. But for others of you, I feel like there was some sort of difficulty that you had recently went through with someone, and now you're making the effort to make amends, to forgive, or to even apologize. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Now, for those of you Aries out there that are single, I feel like this is your year to attract love, to attract a soulmate. I feel like you're putting yourself out there. You're being vulnerable, but you've worked on yourself so much that you feel comfortable within your own skin. You feel okay about opening up your heart chakra to inviting new love, inviting new friendships, or making amends in family dynamics. Whatever it is you're doing in January, you're putting in the effort, and it's a very beautiful time to start doing so. Now, in the future, you have reconciliation showing up for you. So I'll be curious to see if that Six of Cups shows up in your reading. So it certainly could be someone from the past. I don't want to say it's an ex coming in from the past. For a small percentage, it could be. But what I feel like is happening here for you is you may be reconciling with, again, a partner that you are with that you've currently had a falling out with, or some arguments. It could be a sibling. I'm getting sibling for quite a few of you, either a sibling or someone that's like a friend. This could also be a reconciliation regarding you reconnecting to yourself. I really feel strongly about self-love, especially with the love yourself first and making the effort. For those of you that are wanting to feel good about who you are, feeling more confidence, feeling bold. They're giving me Queen of Wands energy as well, Aries, which that's you. I feel like this is about you coming back into power, and there's a sense of strength that is showing up because you're finally gaining this self-respect that you've had all along, but you may have been in a situation where that was pulled from you, or you felt disrespected in some way, form, or fashion. There's a reconciliation I feel coming in, whether it's with a lover, whether it is with a family member, or it's just you coming back to you, feeling empowered and feeling that strength within. Now let's dive into your reading and see what the overall main energy is in matters of the heart for January 2023. The Hierophant, beautiful. Now when the Hierophant shows up as your main energy, this is about you being divinely guided. This is about your morals, your beliefs, traditions as well. Some of you may be learning, discovering, and focusing on, again, making the effort, commitment, committing to yourself, committing to a relationship, or just taking a look at what love means to you, taking a look at what commitment means, what loyalty means, because some of you have been tested. Your beliefs have been pushed. I'm getting here that your morals have been at times maybe compromised, but I feel that whatever you're setting yourself up for in 2023, which begins here in January, I feel like you're committing to saying yes to the things that bring you happiness. Okay, now this could be people, this could be things, this could be you committing to your own higher self. But this Hierophant is all about you bringing happiness because there is that coming of back home type of energy, coming home to yourself. And once you raise your vibrations, you're going to attract someone that is on the same level, that same page here. Some of you may be getting engaged as well, or there may be some sort of higher level of commitment that is showing up for you in January. So if you are dating someone, you may decide to make it official. For others of you, if you are you may be moving in together, or you may be taking a relationship to the next step. So I am getting that someone may be making the effort to reach out or take something to, again, the next level. So very powerful here. Let's take a look and see what is crossing your energy. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is showing up here. So when this Knight of Cups shows up as crossing the energy here, I feel like there's a Knight of Cups that is crossing your path, or someone who is very romantic. This could also be you, Aries, in love with the idea of love. When this Knight of Cups shows up, he's a classic romantic. He is, I feel, an old soul as well, but he follows his bliss. Now, you are finally coming up to that energy of not obsessing about love, or not attracting people that are not committal. Okay. If there's someone in your life that has been playing you like a teeter-totter, or if you've been going back and forth, I feel like there's finally progress. Okay. Knight of Cups says there's action after a time of inaction, or just a lot of back and forth, because the Knight of Cups can be a little bit immature in energy, or in reverse, or they can be not open to love. They can also be quite obsessive or quite jealous. So I do feel that it's important for you to overcome some challenges. They are giving me a very important conversation between you and someone close to you. Again, it doesn't have to just be romantic. This could be family as well. But I am sensing for a lot of you, what's crossing your energy is you opening your heart up. And I do sense towards the end of January 2023, you're going to be more receptive. You're going to be more willing to say yes, or more willing to make the effort. But still, going into January, there may still be a little bit of residual dust that's still needing to settle before a reconciliation. Let's take a look and see what's going on below you. What's in the deep, deep past? What is the foundation? The Empress. Ooh, I love this. Now, some of you, this could be a situation where you have married a person, or you have gotten pregnant. For some of you, not all of you, but I feel like you've wanted to start a family. You've wanted to settle down and be committed. The Empress energy is about fertility. It is about abundance. It's about feeling maternal and feeling that you want to grow a situation, a family dynamic, but for some reason you needed to focus on this self-love piece first. Or maybe you even felt that there wasn't anyone committed to creating this family dynamic with you. And so when this Empress energy shows up, I feel like you are very nurturing, you're very loving, and whatever it is that you put your full attention on will continue to grow, whether it is a relationship where you decide to give 110%, or this is your own self-development here, because she's growing something within her. And whether it is a baby, or whether this is an idea around love or around family dynamics, because she is family oriented here. She is the Empress. I feel too, some of you, they're giving me 30 years ago. Now, some of you may have an adult child who is 30 or maybe turning 30 in 2023. I know that's very specific. Please take it as it resonates. But I do sense that there may have been children. Some of you may be reconnecting with someone that you did have children with, but just on a friendship level. You may not be taking it to, a level of getting back together, but there may be some sort of communication. Now let's take a look at the recent past, Aries. We do have the Wheel. So things are starting to flow in a forward direction, or if they haven't already, they're about to, because a lot of you have been repeating the same type of relationship, or there may have been a similar dynamic that was repeated as you opened your heart up, whether you were in a relationship or whether you have dated other people, or maybe you've been single for quite some time. I feel like this wheel is spinning here in your favor as you progress into 2023. You have a couple of major arcana showing up here: the Hierophant, the Empress, now the Wheel of Fortune. So January is going to be a very powerful month for you to get things rolling again. After feeling stuck or feeling stagnant or feeling like you were in an energy that you would never get out of, the Wheel of Fortune is about a turning point in your life. It's about not repeating the same cycles over and over and over. So I am feeling that if there's someone that, again, was in and out of your life, either you are both making the effort to take something all the way, or you're going to, again, decide to raise your vibrations and attract someone that is on the same page, that wants the same things that you want, Aries, that wants maybe this family dynamic, or wants commitment, or wants to be in a relationship instead of going back and forth. So let's see what's showing up in your headspace. What's above you? What do we have here? Oh, thank you. That's near future. Let's take a look. Okay, so what's showing up in the headspace? Some of you have a little bit of anxiety regarding a situation. It may be affecting your sleep at night. Some of you may be dreaming about a person from the past, or you may be even dreaming about someone that you've never met before, but they feel so close to you. It almost feels like a past life connection, or an energy of, I know this person even though I haven't seen them here on earth. It's because this person that you are viewing through your dreams, it certainly could be a soulmate that is coming into your life here. Now, the Nine of Swords showing up is about, it's about obsessiveness. It's about fears, worries, anxieties, something that, again, keeps you up at night. So I am feeling that there was, again, some sort of conflict, some sort of situation that you wanted to get rid of, but it just felt like it was a repetitive cycle. I feel like that's about to shift for you, and you're about to bring in more peace, because what we have in the future position is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. So when you have the Strength card, this is about you overcoming some of those shadows. It's about you healing, and it's about you staying strong and determined and doing what you need to do in order for you to feel at your best, Aries. So when this shows up, this is, again, another major arcana. So some of you have really been through some losses, some challenging, I'm getting some challenges, excuse me. I'm getting that some of you may even be widowed, or you may have lost a loved one physically, or even emotionally. But when the Strength shows up, this is about you being gentle and being kind with yourself. It is about compassion, loving you first. And that's what you have showing up here for you. Loving yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more attractive. So yes, there's a time to grieve. There's a time to heal. There's a time for you to make clear, honest decisions when it comes to your love life. And I feel like you've overcome a lot. And like we said in the beginning, it's time for your vulnerability to shine through and be open to healing. She is wearing this beautiful red locket, this heart on her heart area. So I do feel that a lot of you are healing from a situation, but you're standing in your power. You're standing in your strength. And that's what I feel with this reconciliation as well. You're telling yourself either this is for me or this is harming me. And whatever it is for you, you're going in a direction that's ultimately for your highest good. So very powerful energy showing up here. Some of you may be connecting or meeting a Leo. It could be someone coming back into your life as well. Let's take a look. Could also be even a Taurus. Let's take a look and see how you are feeling. What are you going through at this time? Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. You may be reaching out to friends, a counselor, a therapist, a coach, a mentor. For others of you, I feel like there could have been someone interfering with a relationship. So it could be a mother-in-law or a father-in-law. It could even be stepchildren or in-laws. Something of that nature may have affected a relationship, okay? This could also mean that some of you were struggling with sibling rivalry. There could have been a dynamic between three siblings, or it could be two sisters, or maybe a sister and a brother here. But I am sensing that there was some sort of situation that caused, again, a little bit of anxiety. And now someone may be making the effort to come in and make amends. Okay, because this Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, cooperation, collaboration, working together to create something quite wondrous, something beautiful, this beautiful family dynamic. And when this Three of Pentacles does show up, I feel like someone wasn't pulling their weight, or someone wasn't putting this relationship as a priority. They may have said hurtful words or done hurtful things to you, Aries, but someone's coming back with either an apology or to make amends. Or this could be you reaching out and saying, you know, I'm going to connect with my friends, my soul tribe. I'm going to get back out there and get on the dating wagon, or I'm going to open myself up to love, and I'm going to see what else is out there with this Three of Pentacles. Threes are about harmony. They're about union and advancing in matters of the heart as well. So let's take a look and see what is showing up in your environment. What's going on around you? Two of Wands. This is a what else is out there type of energy. Is the grass greener on the other side? Some of you may be contemplating moving. You may be in a long distance relationship, or you may be on maybe a dating app, or you meet somebody that lives at a distance and you may be contemplating getting together with them as well. Some of you, there could be travel or relocation happening for you in January, or you may be thinking about it. I feel that some of you are thinking about the next steps, which we talked about earlier here. So taking something to the next level. There could be an advancement, moving in together, signing up for a dating profile, or moving across the globe. For some of you, could be traveling, taking a road trip to go see someone. When this Two of Wands shows up, this is about your passion. This is about what is your vision. How can you expand the opportunities that are in front of you? How can you say yes to more things? If you want to attract a soulmate, how can you take the steps to do so? If you want to heal or mend a relationship that you are currently in, or one that you've had a falling out with, what is the next step? So I do sense that a lot of you are planning. You have the gears going, Aries, and I feel like not only are you planning, but you will take that next step to implement some sort of action plan. Now let's take a look at the hopes and fears. What are your hopes and what are your fears in matters of the heart? What do we have here for hopes and fears? Justice. All you want is a little bit of balance with this Libran energy. You want things to be equal. You want reciprocity. You want someone to put in just as much effort as you do. You want someone to be able to treat you with respect. When this Justice card shows up, for some of you, not all of you, you may have been dealing with a legal issue between you and a family member, or between you and an ex-husband or wife, and you're dealing with maybe matrimony or child support, something of that nature, or you are getting divorced. But I feel a sense of balance here. And that's kind of what this reconciliation is all about. It's about bringing some sort of balance back into your life. Now, a reconciliation doesn't mean an ex from the past is coming in and asking for your hand in marriage or your love and everything is going to be all great. But there could be some sort of closure that was needed, or some sort of balance where you can take things slow, or some of you make better friends, I just heard, than lovers. Better friends than lovers. When this Justice card shows up in reverse as the fear here is imbalance. The fear is feeling that things aren't fair, that there's injustice, that someone may be ducking in and out, non-committal, because you do have that Knight of Cups. Someone may be focused on their career or have someone else in their life. Again, it could be third party as well. Now, third party doesn't have to be that someone has cheated or they're going to, or excuse me, or a situation of that nature. But I feel like someone may be choosing children before you, or they could be choosing their career, or maybe their own family first. I'm just getting this energy of that's a fear of yours, is to not have this sense of balance. But I do feel that especially February looks to be a very wonderful month for you. I feel intuitively things are going to start to shift towards mid to end January, where you're going to feel more balanced than you felt in your love life for quite some time. So let's get the final outcome for Aries. What's the final outcome for Aries, January 2022, or excuse me, 2023? The Sun, powerful, beautiful. You have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. This is huge, Aries. When the Sun card shows up, this is about abundance, happiness, success. It's about enjoying your life with someone that wants to go out and be adventurous and spontaneous, someone who enjoys eating out at restaurants, going to shows, concerts, music festivals, if that's what you enjoy, someone who wants to travel the world, open up to you and be your partner. I'm getting here, say that again, Spirit. Okay, your ride or die, someone who wants to be next to you through all the ups and downs, the roller coaster of life that we tend to flow in and out of at times. You want someone to be there, better or worse. So I do feel like there's a lot of freedom. So freedom could mean something different for each and every one of you. Some of you are freeing yourself from a situation that's less than ideal. For others of you, if you've been wanting to attract a new energy because you've been maybe going round and round being single for years on end, or if you've been going through the same pattern or dynamic with someone in your life, I feel like things are going to start to flow in a new direction, because I'm almost getting a karmic cycle. Some of you with this Justice energy may have been dealing with a karmic relationship, and it doesn't have to just be, again, a romantic lover. It could be somebody in the family, someone that's come in to teach you some really powerful lessons. It could be twin flame for some of you, even though twin flame relationships are very rare. Some of you may certainly have been in one and are now coming back together. But there is balance here. And this balance is going to bring a lot of happiness, a lot of freedom. So enjoy it. Okay, enjoy reveling in this happiness, in this sunlight, taking something to the next level, freeing yourself, liberating yourself. Some of you may even be traveling or heading towards they're giving me the sunshine state. So maybe you are heading to Florida, or you are going to a location around the world that's that has more sunshine. Very powerful. All right, Aries, let's get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and I will read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks that you see used during your reading or any above, you can find all of that information in the description box below. Here it is, chaos and conflict. This is about things changing, going from that chaos to more peace. And it's also card 33. Now, some of you may be 33. You may have a birthday on the 3rd or even the 6th. When you break down the 3 and the 3, that is the card of the Lovers. So you're finally making choices from the heart, but making choices that are beneficial to you, but also you're doing what your heart wants you to do here. So what we have is being at a cross purpose with another, which we did see showing up in the beginning of your reading. So there's definitely some sort of tension. This is the value of chaos before order. And Aries, the relationship message is this: stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, which you have in the Hierophant showing up here in the beginning of your reading. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, and what is really and truly important to you, Aries. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will be clear and you will be in a much better place than before. For the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before if you use this time constructively. Yes, this is all about taking a look at those values. And I am sensing that, yes, there will be chaos before order. And that's what we see showing up with the 9 of Swords. But this order that's coming in for you is going to be blissful. You're going to see that you are not only blessed, but there's a lot of gratitude coming in here for you. And I just get this energy of liberation, freedom. It's almost as if finally this is happening for me. So you're overcoming some sort of conflict when it does come to matters of the heart. Very powerful. All right, let's get a message from your animal guides. And at this time, Aries, I just ask if you can take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Tune into that third eye center, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps it's an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps it's an animal that's recently crossed your path in the great outdoors, or one that's visited through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Aries, and if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do, Aries, is drop your power animal or animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner right back here on this channel and post around the 1st of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. So the first card up here we have is Skunk Spirit, and it says, know your worth. Yes, this is a common energy, a common theme that we've been talking about in your reading. Self-respect, worth, boundaries, very important for you here. It's also card 54. Now, some of you may be 54, have a birthday on the 5th, the 4th, or the 9th. But you're coming into that energy here of, again, self-respect, worth, and I feel, again, some sort of reconciliation, whether it's with someone, a family member, a loved one, or whether it's you reconnecting to the power within. And lastly, we have Moth Spirit. It says surrender. This is card 39. You may be 39, have a birthday on the 3rd, the 9th, or even the 12th. I am getting here as well with the surrender. It's almost as if you're surrendering to the divine instead of trying to control a situation, or as I like to say, it's like you're paddling upstream and it's major difficult to do that. I feel that a lot of you are starting to go with the flow. Trust in your heart. I feel that the heart is guiding you and leading the way when it comes to love instead of the ego center. And that's very human to do. Remember that you are a soul having a human experience, and it is absolutely necessary at times to have that ego play out. That is part of this human experience, but you don't have to always be coming from a place of the ego where there's jealousy, there's fear, there's envy, there's obsession, there's anger. We can rise above that energy and drop to our heart center. Now, it doesn't mean you're never going to have those human emotions. That's part of the ego. The ego isn't necessarily bad, but it's how can we surrender to more love in our lives instead of dropping down to those, those lower frequencies, those lower vibrations of the ego. How can we bring about balance or drop to our heart center even more? And I feel like that's what you are doing here. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at which gemstone, mineral, fossil, or crystal you can use in the month of January for love. We have here green aventurine. I love green aventurine. It's all about that heart chakra center as well. And this card is all about luck. It's about good fortune. You have the Wheel of Fortune showing up here as well. This is about potential, possibility, and new opportunities. And the relationship message, Aries, is this. Beyond what the eye can see lies a field of infinite possibilities. The field where the 13th century poet Rumi asked his lover to meet him. Green aventurine spirit calls you to recognize that there is no end to the number of people who will come into your life offering loving support and acceptance. So never settle for less than you deserve. The universe is always sending new opportunities for experiencing love, and make sure there are many fish in the sea, along with all manner of creatures, starfish, dolphins, you get the point. Open to possibility, and the love you seek will show up for you now. Yes, there are many fish in the sea if that is what you are looking for. If you are looking to rekindle a spark here, reconciliation, that is showing up for you as well. When green aventurine shows up in your spread, Aries, this is about your heart chakra opening because you've done the necessary healing work, because you believe in yourself, your self-worth, you believe in healthy boundaries, and you believe in the true energy of unconditional love. And I feel that you're starting to see beyond the surface. There may be a relationship that you are in where you tend to see the faults of another person, and you tend to maybe just see the faults instead of who that person is. And remember that every soul, including you, Aries, are having a human experience. And that's all it is. It's not a label, or excuse me, it's not, the person is not the label that maybe they've perceived themselves as or other people have. It's just the experience that they've chosen to have here on life. So I feel that you are seeing beyond the superficial, beyond the faults. And there is a sense of unconditional love that is beaming through. Now, it doesn't mean that, again, you have to be with the person forever, or you have to approve or say yes to being in a relationship with them. But I'm getting this energy of radical acceptance, whatever that may mean for you. This could also be other people accepting you and vice versa. So Aries, that is what I have for you. Very, very powerful month with so many major arcanas, but you are overcoming the chaos and conflict and opening your heart up to new opportunities. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, subscribe, comment. Do drop your power animals in the comment box below to be entered into that free monthly reading giveaway. Thank you so much for listening. Lots of love.